Broadcasting live from the Albay Pio News Center, providing you the most exclusive news updates from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the Department of Agrarian Reform distributed land titles to 413 beneficiaries of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program during a ceremony in Ligao City, Albay. The DAR Provincial Office said the farmers received a total of 595.65 hectares of land. Provincial Agrarian Reform Program Officer Maria Eugenia Alteza and Ligao City Mayor Fernando Gonzalez handed over the individual titles to the farmers more than 10 years after the latter formed themselves into an Agrarian Reform Beneficiaries Organization or ARBO and received a collective certificate of land ownership award. Alteza assured support services to the farmers to help them maximize the productivity of their land. In another story, the Department of Health in Bicol plans to recalibrate its anti-firecracker strategies to better curb injuries during the holiday revelry. Julianne Granadino, DOH Injury Prevention Program Manager for Bicol, said that new strategies may be discussed with the Bureau of Fire Protection and Department of Trade and Industry, given the significant increase in firecracker and firework-related injuries in the region before the end of 2023. As of January 3, hospitals have documented a total of 45 fireworks-related injuries in the region. In another news, the Regional Office of the Department of Tourism launched a mobile application to guide tourists visiting the Bicol region. The mobile app is also being used to collect data on tourist arrivals. Director Herbie Aguas of the Tourism Department's Regional Office said that the app, which is called the Tourism Operations Protocol System or TOP system, enables visitors to check out information on tourist spots in Bicol, at the same time enabling the local DOT to capture the real-time arrival of tourists in the region. The system is available in English, Spanish, Chinese, French, Korean, and Arabic. In the national scene, the Office of Civil Defense plans to modernize and strengthen this year its civil defense and disaster risk reduction and management capabilities to better serve the public in times of calamities. This came during Wednesday afternoon's meeting of the agency's officials led by OCD Administrator Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno in Camp Aguinaldo, which tackled its tactical programs, legacy projects, comprehensive resilience master plans, and internal operational improvement. OCD said some of the programs discussed include the formation and augmentation of DRRM teams, establishment of additional facilities such as mobile command centers, reinforcement of DRRM partnerships with various sectors, launching of a Civil Defense Training Institute, enhancement of OCD systems, development of resilience master plans, among others. In another story, senators on Thursday called on Department of Education and the Commission on Higher Education to sit down and plan for a seamless transition for senior high school students who could be affected by the discontinuation of the program in the state universities and colleges and local universities and colleges. Senator Grace Poe said there would be an assessment to ensure that public schools nationwide have the capacity to accept the expected influx of students. Senator Francis Cheese Escudero also asked the two agencies to closely coordinate to ensure that no senior high school students would be displaced, reiterating that while the discontinuation of the programs in SUCs and LUCs has a legal basis and is aligned with the mandate of higher education institutions, all affected students should be taken care of. In another news, Indonesian Foreign Affairs Minister Retno Marsudi is visiting the Philippines next week to discuss with his counterpart regional issues and ways to take the two nations' bilateral cooperation to a higher level the Department of Foreign Affairs announced Thursday. Marsudi will co-chair with Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo the ministerial meeting of the 7th Philippines-Indonesia Joint Commission for Bilateral Cooperation, or JCBC, in Manila on January 9. DFA spokesperson Maria Teresita Daza said the two ministers would review the accomplishments of the two nations' collaboration initiatives, exchange views on issues of mutual interest, and consider plans for enhancing cooperation. And in the news outside the country, at least 4 people were injured in a stabbing incident on a train in the Japanese capital city late Wednesday. Local broadcast networks reported that a woman was wielding a knife on a train that had stopped at JR Akihabara Station in Tokyo. Metropolitan Police arrested a suspect in possession of a knife at the station, and police have launched an investigation into the incident. In another story, an Argentine court approved the transfer of a grounded Venezuelan plane to U.S. authorities in a long-running judicial and diplomatic saga also involving Iran. The Boeing 747 cargo plane owned by Venezuelan company Emtrasur has been held in Argentina since landing there in June 2022 from Mexico, with a shipment of auto parts having tried unsuccessfully to enter Uruguay. The 19-member crew was comprised of Venezuelans and Iranians, a group of Iranian Revolutionary Guards classified as a terrorist organization by the United States. All crew members were initially detained but later set free. And finally, in the news outside the country, Chinese and U.S. warships were in the South China Sea on Thursday, conducting rival exercises in the disputed waters amid heightened tensions involving U.S. ally, the Philippines. Beijing's People's Liberation Army Southern Theater Command, day before, said a 2-day deployment of its Navy and Air Force scheduled to end today was carrying out routine patrols in the sea. It did not mention where exactly the patrols took place or give specific details of the goals of the exercises. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, January 5, 2024. We'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer Joy Duque, and on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Marilu Duca Castillo, and under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Edsel Grex Lagman. Pinch hitting for Mr. Greg Halyare, this has been your anchor for today. I am Ella SILERIO. Thank you for subscribing.